Lights up in the room of a teenage girl. All is eerily and ominously quiet. Slowly, we hear a door creak open on stage, and in walks Bernadette, aged 15. She is dressed as a normal, modest teenage girl would be dressed, but she has a look of apprehension, almost paranoia, etched onto her face. She clearly is about to do something she's been agonizing over for days and days. She creeps over to her bed and places a book bag down on it, then goes back to the open door and peeks out into the hallway, almost as if checking if the coast is clear. Satisfied that no one is around, she eases her door closed and goes over to the book bag. She unzips the bag and pulls out a small red and white carton. We can soon see that this carton has cigarettes in it. She eyes the carton for several silent moments, then slowly exhales.
Well, here goes. Now to see what all the fuss is about.
Bernadette pulls out one cigarette from the pack and puts it in between her lips, then feels in her pocket for something. Moments later, she produces a lighter from said pocket and holds it up to the cigarette. She tries to click the lighter on, but isn't having the easiest time doing it.
Come on, stupid lighter. You worked when I got you from the corner store.
Bernadette struggles with the lighter some more before, suddenly, we hear the voice of a woman from off stage.
Bernadette? Bernadette, are you up here? Come on, weren't we supposed to be going to the mall?
Crap!
The color has drained from Bernadette's face, and the cigarette dangling between her lips falls to the floor. She scrambles to grab the cigarette from the floor, but in the confusion, she drops the lighter with a loud thud, then fumbles the cigarette, causing it to fall back to the floor.
Crap!
Bernadette finally grabs the cigarette and frantically stuffs it back into the pack. We hear footsteps coming closer as, in a panic, she opens a window and attempts to chuck out the pack of cigarettes and lighter. However, it is too late. Bernadette's door opens and in walks Janet, her older sister, aged around 25. Janet is dressed a bit more serious and casual than Bernadette, but not necessarily looking too old. She smiles as she enters.
Bernadette, come on, girl. Our hair appointment for the place at the mall is in 20 minutes. I'm telling you, the boys are going to go wild at the party when they see you.
Janet stops dead in her tracks and looks surprised, then horrified at the image before her. She sees the pack of cigarettes and lighter in Bernadette's hand. Bernadette freezes, mortified. She knows she's busted.
What the hell is this?
Son of a...
Bernadette, what the hell is this?
Bernadette quickly stuffs the incriminating evidence into her book bag.
Nothing, sis. Nothing at all. Hey, you're right. I think the boys are going to flip when they see me. Come on, let's get the car started and head to the mall.
Freeze!
Bernadette stops in her tracks. She knows she's not going to be able to wiggle out of this so easily. Wordlessly, Janet walks over to Bernadette's book bag and begins to rifle through it.
Ah! Hey! Don't go through my book bag! That's an invasion of my privacy!
Janet ignores Bernadette and continues to rifle through the book bag.
I'll tell Mom! I mean it!
Oh, you mean tell her how I reached in and grabbed...
She holds up the pack of cigarettes and the lighter.
These?
Yeah, those.
Bernadette Stevens, I'm going to ask you this once, and only once, and I pray to God your answer is, it's props for a theater play I'm in. Where did you get these pack of cigarettes and lighter?
Well, I
Where did you get the cigarettes and lighter? I want an answer. Now, Bernadette.
got them from Jamie Lee.
Jamie Lee?
Yeah, my friend Jamie Lee.
Well, she's gonna get a smack, and I'm gonna give you 3.
Don't you dare threaten my friends. You're a psycho.
Don't try changing the subject. Right now, this is about you, Bernadette. Why the hell do you have these in your book bag? You had better not be smoking behind my and Mom and Dad's back.
Relax. I had never tried smoking one yet.
Thank goodness.
Janet, why the hell are you crazy all of a sudden? I mean, what's the big deal? It's just a cigarette. It can't be that bad.
Not a big deal? Bernadette, smoking is a very big deal. I don't know if you realize this, if maybe you just don't pay enough attention, but smoking can lead to big problems.
Oh, come on. You're just exaggerating, aren't you? Besides, if you hadn't stopped me a few minutes ago, it was only gonna be once.
Oh, yeah, sure. Everyone says once. Then it turns to 2, then 3. Then, before you know it, it's 10.
I'd never let it get to that. Besides, when I want to stop, I can.
Right. Good one.
What's that supposed to mean?
Do you know how addictive cigarettes are? I've lost count of how many friends of mine who say, I'll quit smoking right now, but can't keep that promise. Sorry, kid, but it's not as easy as when I want to stop, I can.
Why are you so hell-bent on being like this? I mean, I bet you used to do them too, when you were away at college.
Nice try, but no, I did not need to smoke cigarettes to be cool. I may have been a bit crazy with my sorority sisters, but none of us smoked.
Right, sure.
I really hope you're not calling me a liar right now.
Aren't we getting a bit defensive?
You know, I think maybe now I'm suddenly not in the mood to go to the mall. I think you should ask Mom to take you to that hair appointment instead.
But what? But you have one too.
I'll schedule.
You know what? Fine. I will ask Mom to take me. And maybe I just ask Mom to take me to other places too. Maybe I don't need an older sister to take me to places.
If that's the way you feel.
It is. I don't need some damn fun police to ruin everything I try to do. To treat me like a child.
Fine.
Fine.
Bernadette storms over to her bed and plops down on it, folding her arms across her chest and looking away from Janet, who, calmly, dignified, shakes her head and walks out of her room. Several moments of silence. Bernadette grabs her book bag and flings it across the stage in frustration. Tears begin to flood her eyes. She tries in vain to suppress them, to wipe them away, but they just keep coming. Soon, she lets out a choked sob. She finally is breaking down. She puts her hands to her face and begins to cry as Janet pokes her head back in. Her anger is now replaced by concern.
Bernadette?
I'm fine.
I don't think so.
I said I'm fine. I'm fine! Just leave me alone. I'll ask Mom to take me to the mall. Like you said.
Janet's expression softens further as she walks over to Bernadette and sits beside her. She puts an arm around Bernadette's shoulder, but Bernadette pushes it away.
Bernie,
I'm fine. It's fine. Just let me be.
Bernadette, I'm sorry I spoke out of anger. Let's both just calm down and you can tell me what's going on.
I don't want to talk about it anymore. I accept your apology, but I'm done talking about it. Take their cigarettes and lighter and throw them in the trash if you want to. I just want to pretend this never happened.
I'm gonna take the carton and lighter, but no, we're not done talking about this.
Janet, please. Just don't. I don't need a lecture right now.
I'm not just gonna ignore this, though. I'd be doing a terrible job of being an older sister if I did.
Janet, you promised me
Promised you what?
that you'd stop treating me like a little kid. That we'd be like equals. You promised me that when you came back from college. Don't tell me you're going back on your word.
I'm not. I do want to treat you as my equal. But Bernie, you're still my younger sister. You're 15. As much as it sucks, I kind of sort of do need to sometimes treat you as such.
Yeah, I guess so.
Bernadette, talk to me, okay? Tell me why you had those cigarettes. What possible reason did you have that would possess you to want to smoke?
I don't want to say.
Why?
You think it's stupid.
I mean, we won't know that till you tell me the reason.
Trust me. You just make fun of me. You'll just laugh.
I will not laugh. Bernadette, come on. I'm asking you to trust me. As my sister, my equal. Come on, sweetie. Tell me.
Bernadette is hesitant. Janet moves her sister so the two are face to face.
I'm looking you directly in the eyes, and I'm promising that I won't laugh or judge you or anything.
Promise?
Promise. If I'm lying, may all of my hair, teeth, and eyelashes fall out.
Janet sticks out her pinky finger for a pinky swear. After a moment's hesitation, Bernadette links pinkies and they shake on it.
Ricky Williams.
Ricky Williams? Who is that?
Only the most popular kid in my school. Janet, he's gorgeous. He's got blonde hair, the cutest blue eyes, and smile. Just what he does to me. You seriously have no idea.
Wow, you really are just like me. I was around your age when I started going boy crazy too. But, what does all of this have to do with smoking?
Well, see, a couple of weeks ago, my friend Claudia came up to me in school. And she told me that Natalie told her, that Jimmy told her, that Francine told her, that Ricky Williams told her that he thinks I'm like really super hot.
Ooh, so a boy thinks you're hot, eh? Well, way to go, Bernie.
I know, right? This is the first time ever that a boy has paid any attention to me or said something like that about me. But, the thing is, there's a catch.
And it involves cigarettes, I take it?
Mm-hmm. See, The thing is, Ricky smokes. Like a chimney. And a bunch of the girls in my class. They've come up to me and told me, Ricky likes you and all, but he'd think you'd be even more awesome if you smoke. It's totally his thing.
Oof, Bernie, honey. I applaud you for getting a boy under your spell, but, sweetie, red flag.
Red flag? What do you mean?
Bernadette, if a boy will like you even more if you'd smoke, something is very off with him. No offense meant, I'm sure he is a nice kid and a handsome like you say, but trying to pressure a girl into smoking to gain affection? No, thank you.
Gee.
Trust me, honey, I dealt with a lot of loser frat boys in college who did the same thing to me and my other sorority sisters, too. Aw, come on, babe. If you chug these beers with me, that would be so hot. Or, ooh, baby, if you were to smoke pot like we do, that would be so friggin' hot.
Yuck. Major barf bags alert.
Absolutely major barf bags.
The thing is, though, Janet, you're so beautiful. You've always been the prettier one out of the two of us. I remember growing up, that boys used to flock to you all the time. They'd fall all over themselves just to get your phone number.
Oh, they did not.
Meanwhile, when it comes to me, I might as well be invisible. Boys would never give me a second look. And on the rare times they would, it would be to make fun of me, to call me gross or fat or ugly.
Those losers have room to talk. I've seen some of the boys in your classes over the years. They weren't prizes. But not you, Bernie. You're as beautiful as anything.
You're just saying that because you're my sister.
Trust me, I'd say it even if we were just friends, not sisters. You're absolutely beautiful. Honestly, I think you're tons prettier at 15 than I was at 15.
Oh, stop it.
I mean it. I admit it. Boys used to gravitate towards me, but that wasn't until the end of high school for me. Honestly, you're already well ahead of me.
You think so?
I know so.
Gee. Thanks, Janet. I wish that sometimes I could feel the same way about myself. But it's hard. Ricky is honestly the first boy to notice me. Like, ever. And Janet, I just get afraid that if I don't smoke like he wants, he'll sour on me. He'll tell the other kids in school that I'm a geek, and my social life will be toast. It'll go down the tubes. I'll spend the rest of my life being a frumpy old maid. I don't want to be alone, Janet. I want a boy to like me. Honest, I do. I don't ask for much, but having someone like me is one of the things I wish I had.
Janet silently, wordlessly, motions for Bernadette to come in for a hug. Bernadette eyes her sister, then, sadly, she goes into her embrace. The two hug silently for a few seconds, then Janet lifts Bernadette's chin up with her hand gently.
Listen, I gotta tell you something, and you have to believe me when I say it. You promise? Don't ever count yourself out or put yourself down, Bernie. You are a beautiful, smart, kind, funny, awesome girl. And any boy you know that's stupid enough to think otherwise, or have the nerve to make fun of you, they're just jealous little zits who only wish you'd give them the time of day. I know it. Mom and Dad know it. And the other sorority sisters of mine in Lambda Kappa Rho do too. You remember how we adopted you as our honorary little sister, don't you?
I sure do.
We all know how wonderful you are. But most importantly, you gotta feel that yourself in your heart. You don't need to smoke to be better. You already are the best. You understand, kid?
I do. Thanks, Janet.
The two smile and hug again briefly, then Janet breaks off the hug.
Anytime. Now, hey, come on. Jean-Claude awaits. He's gonna do our hair and make us into absolute goddesses.
Sounds good to me.
The two prepare to exit the stage when suddenly we hear the chirping ringtone of a cell phone. Bernadette glances over at the cell phone that's near her desk and, raising a brow, she walks over and looks at it.
Oh, it's my phone.
Well, go on. Answer it. Don't just stare at it.
I will. Hello? Oh, hi. Huh? Oh, no, I have a second to talk. What's up? Really? Really? Well, that's very sweet of you.
Who is that? Who's talking to you?
Bernadette makes a shh motion with her hand towards Janet, then turns her attention back to the phone.
Well, yes, I'd love that. I'm going to be at the party at 8 o'clock. Does that work? It does? Fantastic. I'll, see you then. I guess. Right? Okay, cool. Bye.
Bernadette ends the call and breathlessly places her cell phone down, a huge grin on her face as she does. Janet, raising a brow, walks over to stand beside her sister.
Well, who was that, huh? And why do you have that big lovesick grin on your face? Was that a boy on the phone?
Bernadette smittenly nods and smiles.
Ooh, who was it? Does this mystery fella have a name?
Sherman Jackson.
Sherman Jackson? Wait, you mean that kid with the glasses in your grade? The one who's captain of your grade's robotics team?
Yeah.
Aw, Bernie! He's so adorably cute! And he's polite, too.
He is a sweetie, isn't he? And he wanted to dance with me at the party. And he's gonna walk me home afterwards. He said he didn't feel right with me walking by myself.
Oh my gosh, I think he likes you!
I think so too. And honestly, I kind of like him too.
See? A boy does like you. I told you so.
And the best part? He doesn't smoke.
Well, thank goodness for that. Hey, tell me all about him on the way to the hair salon. That way, I can give you some tips on how to really knock him for a loop the next time he sees you.
A loop, huh?
But of course.
And so, the two girls head fully off stage as the lights fade down and the scene comes to a close.